Hey everybody, so today we're going to, I got this car, pretty nice, 2009 Chevrolet Impala. It is a police interceptor, so it didn't come with the center console. I'll slap that in. But basically what you may realize is that the back doors on these cars, of course they're made for bad people, I guess. So the window switch doesn't work, and then the door handle actually doesn't work either. A lot of people think that maybe it might be the child lock that is activated, but in most situations it's not. There's actually internal mechanisms on here that have been deactivated or taken off so that, you know, potential people riding in the back of this car can't exit the vehicle willingly, and the vehicle is only openable from the outside. So we're gonna take a look at what's inside and how to convert a police interceptor, at least the back door part, back into a regular civilian. The actual hard lock mechanism, if you want, you can slap that in there. It does have electrical actuators internally, so there's no need for the mechanical if you don't choose to. So there will be a hole here unless you buy the mechanism. If you don't care for the hole here, then you can just get away. Of course, the driver and passenger in the front seat will be the only ones accessible to the locks for the back. But for the most part, if you unlock them, rear people that are sitting in the back of the seat should be able to access, be able to easily get out of here. So to do this, we're gonna have to remove the door panel. An overview, we'll have, and I'm gonna try to point here as best as I can. We have one cover here, one behind the door handle, and then one behind the door handle, and then one behind the door lever. Take a standard flathead screwdriver, and these are spring loaded from the inside in, so you can grab from the outside of the door and just pry. And it flew. Okay. Set these aside. Bear with me. I don't have a little fancy gimbal or anything, so I'm going to try to do this with just two hands holding the phone at the same time. There's actually a little slot here on the inside, so what we need to do is actually insert the screwdriver and just pry, and it should fly right out. These ABS plastic, it's actually very, very flexible. Most of the components on here are springed in there with its own plastic, so as long as you're gentle with it, there shouldn't be any possible damage that can occur. This is pretty straightforward. Actually, only a screwdriver for this. You may, if it's got any like gunk or stickiness behind it, but it's just a little plastic cover, little rubber material, flexible. Throw that out to the side, and let's take an overview of what we have here. In here, so this is the bottom, first one we took off. We have a chassis in there. Yeah. Zoom in a little bit. There it is. So 7mm standard screw. Up here we have, I believe, T30 Torx, and behind the door handle we have another T30 Torx. All right, we're gonna remove these. Once I remove them, I will resume taking the door panel off. So first things first, we're gonna get our Torx, take those out of there. This was a little tricky. You're gonna have to, unless you have a ratchet, I think you can access it from the top, but for what I'm using, I just have a standard screwdriver adapted with a Torx. So I'm just going to, again, sorry for the blurriness. And so this comes out pretty simple once you have it out. All right, it's got stuck behind the door handle. No big deal. Depends how neat you are. I tend to just throw stuff everywhere. Not really a big deal for me. I mean, if you think you may lose the items, keep yourself a little container, separate them. Although they're pretty self-explanatory. The two longer ones are going to be the ones from behind the door handle, and then this one's going to be the little tiny torque. It's going to be from behind the door lever. Now, the last one should be the 7mm. Once it's loose, you can essentially take it off with just your bare hand torque. There you have it. Regular, standard 7mm screw. Again, set that off to the side. Now, how does this door come off?